A hidden letter shattered our Christmas Eve, its words slicing through the lobster-scented air of our Camden home. Calvin Morse, 62, retired teacher, stood stunned as family dinner turned to betrayal. The sting of useless echoed, but a stranger's "sir" sparked hope. This unsent apology could tear us apart or heal us through forgiveness, unlike cold revenge. Snow fell, secrets burned, will family bonds survive? Dive into this emotional family story of secrets exposed. Share your own in the comments. What truths have you faced? Snow drapes our Camden home in silence, Christmas lights glowing softly through frosted windows. The air is rich with lobster stew and carols hum from the speaker, cheerful, distant. It's Christmas Eve, 2025. The house feels full. I don't. In the living room, I kneel by a dusty box of ornaments. Each piece whispers a memory, Ezra's childhood, our first Christmas as husband and wife. My fingers stop on a chipped angel. Tucked beneath it, an envelope. Dear Dad, written in Ezra's hand. A letter, unsent. My chest tightens. Why didn't he send this? I slip it into my pocket, heart knocking against ribs. In the dining room, I arrange plates under flickering smart lights. Leora stirs stew in the kitchen, humming. Almost done, Cal, she calls. I nod, but she doesn't wait for a reply. Ezra leans at the counter, scrolling his phone, a red-marked bill peeking out beneath a napkin. He sees it, hides it. His shoulders tense. Ezra, can you help with the table? I ask gently. He doesn't look up. Same setup every year, right? Sharp. Cold. I smile through the sting, laying napkins like peace offerings. The carols go on, but this night feels anything but holy. Last year, they left early, for his show. I sat alone. This year, they're here but feel further away. Ezra once clung to my leg with crayon drawings. Leora once laughed at my worst jokes. Now, it's silence and screenlight. My fingers touch the letter again. Its weight is small but feels like hope. Leora appears. You okay? Just thinking, I lie. She nods, already checking her phone. I finish setting the table. I need to know what Ezra wrote. I have to. For all our sakes. The Camden house buzzes with Christmas Eve energy, but beneath the glow of porch lights and falling snow, there's a tension I can't shake. Lobster stew simmers on the stove, its scent mingling with carols spilling from the smart speaker, too cheery, too loud. At the dining table, I lay out plates, each one a quiet gesture of hope. Maybe this year, we'll feel like a family again. Leora stirs at the stove, apron dusted with flour, moving with that steady nurse's rhythm even after a long shift. Cal, did you put the lobster rolls out? She asks, eyes fixed on the pot. On the counter, I reply, folding napkins. I glance at Ezra, 30 now, all angles in quiet frustration. He's leaned against the sink, phone glowing, a bank letter barely hidden beneath a napkin. He catches me looking and slides it away, jaw tight. Ezra, can you help set the table? He doesn't look up. For your boring old setup? I'll pass, Dad. Some of us live in the real world. His tone stings. I force a smile, but it cracks. I try the smart home panel, hopeless. The lights strobe wildly. Ezra chuckles, sharp. Stick to chalkboards, old man. Leora frowns but says nothing, her focus stolen by work texts. The warmth drains from the room. Ezra walks off, muttering into his phone. I'll pay soon, okay? I pretend not to hear. A small gift peeks from behind cookbooks, his art. He hides it like a secret. I say nothing. We used to laugh over lobster rolls, off-key singing. Now it's silence and screens. Leora calls softly, stew's ready. Her smile's tired, but I cling to it. I set the final napkin. Maybe, just maybe, there's still a way back. Humanistic reflection, I long for warmth not from the food or lights, but from them. From us. What's Ezra hiding? And why does it feel like I'm the last to know? The dining room in our Camden home glows softly, Christmas lights casting muted reflections across the walls. Outside, the waves whisper beneath the snow, restless and distant. The table is set in full holiday spirit, lobster rolls, hot stew, everything you'd expect. But as I sit down, the warmth in the room feels unearned. Carols drift from the smart speaker, "O come, all ye faithful," but belief is hard to summon tonight. Earlier, I slipped a small gift for Ezra under the tree, a poetry book he once loved. I hoped he'd notice the gesture. Now, across the table, he sits hunched over his phone, his expression closed off. Leora, still in her apron, looks worn thin from her hospital shift. A family photo nearby catches my eye, us, a decade ago, happy. It feels like another lifetime. "Ezra, can you put the phone down?" I say gently. "Dinner's for family." He doesn't look up. "Family? You mean lectures about responsibility? Teaching's safe, but it's not living." His words slice deep. "Teaching gave you your chance," I say, holding steady. "Art supplies, tuition. And you never let me forget it," he snaps. "You cared more about keeping me safe than letting me be free." Leora tries to intervene, but her phone buzzes again. Ezra mutters something about dodging job questions. My heart sinks. There's more here, something he's hiding. I try to joke, but it lands flat. Ezra scoffs. Leora barely smiles. The silence is loud. I think of Ezra's first day of school, how tightly he held my hand. Did I fail him? Did I steer too hard? "Leora, the stew's perfect," I offer. She nods, eyes still on her phone. Ezra pushes his plate away. I touch the letter in my pocket. Maybe tonight, it's not too late. The dining room in our Camden home flickers with soft Christmas light, but the warmth feels paper-thin. Lobster stew steams on the table, rolls stacked high, and carols hum faintly from the smart speaker, "Hark!" The herald angels sing, ironic in its cheer. Across from me, Ezra sits, phone dark, posture tight. Leora's beside him, her nurse's calm stretched thin. The Thompsons, our kind neighbors, sit with polite smiles, unaware they've wandered into a storm. I try to anchor the moment. "Glad you could join us, Ellen, Tom. Nothing like a Maine Christmas, right?" Ellen nods, her voice kind. "You've outdone yourself, Calvin." I cling to her warmth, but Ezra's silence needles me. I reach again. "Ezra, why don't you tell Ellen about your gallery show?" He scoffs. "Art? You don't get it, Dad. You're too busy playing the perfect host. You've always been useless to me." The word lands hard. Useless. The table stills. Leora gasps. Ellen drops her spoon. My heart caves in. "Ezra!" Leora snaps. "No, it's true," he fires back, standing. He crushed my dreams with his safe little life. Shame crashes over me. I rise, trembling. I need some air. Outside, snow cuts my face. The door shuts behind me. Alone in the dark, I replay the moment, that single word, useless, echoing louder than the waves below. I think of the letter in my pocket, Ezra's unsent apology. Was this rage always there? I gave him everything. And now, this. Inside, lights glow. I'm outside, unseen. Can I face them again? Snow dances outside our Camden home, blurring the world in a soft white hush. Inside, the dining room sits in uneasy quiet. The lobster stew has gone cold, untouched. Joy to the World plays faintly in the background, but joy feels distant. I've returned from the porch, my face raw not just from the wind, but from Ezra's words, useless. The sting lingers. I step back out, this time to help Ellen Thompson next door hang a wreath. "Thanks, Calvin," she says, offering a kind smile. "You're a good neighbor." Her words are simple, but they land like a bomb. For a brief moment, placing that wreath, I feel steady again. Whole. Useful. The waves crash below, reminding me there's more to life than what happened at that table. When I come back inside, the atmosphere has shifted. Miriam Hale, Leora's boss, has arrived. Silver-haired, composed, respected. She spots me and lights up. Calvin Morse, sir. It's been too long, she says warmly. I still talk about the kids you tutored. They're doing well. Her words flood my chest with unexpected warmth. She said, sir. Not useless. Thank you, Miriam, I manage. My voice cracks. I glance at Ezra by the counter. Did he hear that? She gestures to the wall. That award, that's yours, right? You changed lives. I'd nearly forgotten it beneath the tinsel. But her voice makes it shine again. For the first time tonight, I feel seen. I fumble with Leora's smart app to dim the lights. Of course, it flashes wildly. Blasted thing, I mutter. Laughter breaks the tension. Even Miriam chuckles. And just like that, the shame eases. But Ezra says nothing. His silence is its own weight. The letter in my pocket presses against me. I need to speak to him. I need to understand. Leora catches my eye, nodding gently. Help me with the table, she asks. I begin to gather plates. Small steps. But maybe they'll lead us home. The Camden house is quieter now, the Christmas lights casting long shadows. Snow falls outside, muffling the waves' crash. The dining room's a ghost of our earlier chaos, lobster stew bowls empty, carols faded to a soft away in a manger. Guests linger, their voices low, but I'm restless. Miriam's words, sir, you changed lives, echoing in my head. I need to talk to Ezra, to crack open this wall between us. The letter in my pocket burns, its mystery urging me on. I step into the hallway, the smart home sensors dimming the lights behind me. Ezra's there, on his phone, his back to me. His voice is low, desperate. I'm broke, okay? I lied about the gallery sales. I didn't want Dad to know. My heart stops. Broke? Lied? Shock roots me to the spot, the words slicing through me. Ezra's been hiding this, carrying it alone. I remember him at 10, sketching boats by the harbor, dreams spilling out. I'll be famous, Dad. I'd laugh, proud, but did I listen? The memory stings, and I step forward, my voice soft. Ezra, I heard you. Why didn't you tell me? He spins, eyes wide, phone dropping to his side. You were eavesdropping? His voice is sharp, but it cracks, betraying him. The guest's murmur drifts from the dining room, unaware of our storm. I'm your father, I say, stepping closer. You're broke? You lied about your art? Why hide it from me? My words are gentle, but they land like accusations. His face twists, shame and anger warring. Because you'd think I'm a failure, he shouts, loud enough to make me flinch. You and your perfect teaching life, always pushing me to be safe. I couldn't let you see me like this. His hands shake, and I see it, not hatred, but shame. He lied to protect me, to spare me the worry. The realization hits like a wave, and empathy floods in, softening the shock. Ezra, I never wanted you to feel that, I say, my voice breaking. We could have faced it together. I reach for him, but he backs away, eyes glistening. Together, he scoffs, bitter. You don't get it, Dad. He grabs his coat and storms out, the door slamming. Snow swallows his figure, and I'm left in the living room, the family photo on the mantel staring down. The guests' voices pause, then resume, oblivious. I sink onto the couch, the letter heavy in my pocket. Ezra's not angry at me, he's angry at himself. All this time, I thought he saw me as useless, but he's been hiding his own pain, trying to shield me. I want to chase him, to pull him back, but the snow's too thick, the night too cold. My chest aches, not with anger, but with love for my boy, lost out there. Leora appears in the doorway, her face pale. Cal, what happened? She asks, but I shake my head, not ready to speak. The carols hum, and I cling to a thread of hope. If Ezra comes back, we'll talk. We have to. Honesty's all we've got left. Humanistic reflection, I sit, the truth of Ezra's shame heavy on me. Honesty can heal, and I want to reach his heart, to show him we're stronger together, no matter the pain. Will Ezra return to face me, or is he gone for good? The Camden house feels like a shell now, its Christmas lights dimmed, the snow outside piling higher. The carols have stopped, leaving only the faint crash of waves beyond the windows. The dining room's empty, guests gone, lobster stew dishes cleared. Ezra's out there in the snow, his debt and shame a fresh wound in my heart. I'm in my study, the door shut, the world locked out. This room's my refuge, bookshelves, old papers, a digital photo frame cycling memories of better days. I sit at my desk, the volunteer award Miriam mentioned catching the light. It's just a plaque, but it holds years of giving, tutoring kids, helping at the clinic. Next to it, a family photo, Ezra at 5, pain on his cheeks, Leora laughing, me proud. I trace their faces, and sadness crashes over me, heavy as the tide. Abandoned. That's what I feel, like they've all left me behind. I think of the sacrifices, the ones they never saw. Vacations we didn't take, money saved for Ezra's art classes. Nights I stayed up, grading papers, so Leora could study nursing. I gave up dreams, a novel I never wrote, trips I never took, because they were my world. But Ezra called me useless, and Leora's silence stings just as much. Did they ever notice? Or was I just a shadow, fading into their lives? I remember Ezra's first art show, how I drove him there, his sketches clutched tight. "Thanks, Dad," he'd said, eyes bright. I live for those moments, but now they're gone, replaced by his anger, his shame. Leora's too busy, her phone always buzzing with work. I'm here, alone, my love for them a weight I can't carry anymore. The photo frame shifts, us at the beach, smiling. It mocks me, and I turn it off, the screen going dark. A knock at the door. "Cal?" Leora's voice, soft, worried. I want to answer, to let her in, but the words won't come. I'm too raw, too lost in this pain. Her footsteps fade, and the silence grows thicker. Abandoned, again. The letter in my pocket feels like a ghost, Ezra's unsent words a puzzle I can't solve. Did he feel this too, alone in his shame? I lean back, eyes on the award. Miriam saw me, called me sir. Ellen thanked me for the wreath. There's worth in me, somewhere, but it's buried under this hurt. I need to find it, to stand up again, but the sadness is a tide, pulling me under. Can I rise from this? I don't know. The waves keep crashing, and I'm adrift, searching for a shore. Humanistic reflection, I sit, the weight of abandonment heavy. Can resilience heal this? I want to find strength in myself, to believe I'm more than their silence, to hold on until we can talk again. Can Calvin rise from this despair, or will it swallow him? The Camden house is still, its Christmas lights flickering like tired stars. Snow buries the world outside, the waves crash a faint echo through the windows. It's nearly midnight on Christmas Eve, and the festive glow feels like a lie. The dining room's long empty, lobster stew cleared, guests gone. I'm in my study, the door ajar, Ezra's absence a hollow ache. His debt, his shame, they're out there in the snow, and I'm here, drowning in my own. I pull the letter from my pocket, its edges worn from my touch. Dear Dad, it starts, Ezra's handwriting shaky. I read it again, my heart sinking. I'm sorry for what I said that night. I didn't mean it. You're my hero. The words blur, and regret crashes over me. 10 years ago, I pushed him too hard. I see it now, Ezra, 16, sketching in this room, dreaming of art school. It's risky, I'd said, handing him college brochures. You need a real job, something safe. His face fell, and he shouted, "You don't believe in me." I yelled back, and he left, our bond fraying. He wrote this apology but never sent it. Why? The memory cuts deep. I was trying to protect him, but I clipped his wings. Did that push him to lie, to hide his debt now? The family photo on my desk, Ezra, Leora, me, stares, accusing. I'm not the hero he wrote to. I'm the one who failed, and the regret is a weight I can't shake. The front door creaks. Footsteps, heavy, wet. Ezra's back, snow melting off his coat, his face pale. He doesn't see me, heading to the living room. Leora's there, her voice low. Ezra, a creditor called while you were out. They're threatening to. She stops, spotting me in the doorway. Ezra stiffens, eyes darting to the digital holiday cards on the coffee table, avoiding us both. Handle it, Mom, he mutters, voice tight. I'm fine. But he's not. The creditor call looms, his debt a noose tightening. I want to speak, to ask about the letter, to say I'm sorry for that night years ago, but the words stick. His shame, my regret, they're too raw, too tangled. Leora looks at me, her eyes pleading, but I shake my head, retreating to the study. The letter's in my hand, a lifeline. Ezra's sorry, or was. Does he still feel that? I think of his sketches, his dreams I tried to steer. Maybe there's hope in his words, a chance to start over. I need to talk to him, but not now, not with this pain so fresh. The waves keep crashing, and the snow falls on. I hold the letter, its weight a promise. If I can find the courage, we'll face this past together. The digital frame shifts, us at a fair, laughing. It's a spark, faint but real, and I cling to it. Humanistic reflection, I sit, the letter in hand, seeing dialogue as our way forward. I want to heal our past with Ezra's wisdom, to rebuild what I broke, step by painful step. Will Calvin confront Ezra about the letter, or let it stay buried? The Camden Christmas market sparkles under snow, LED-lit lobster traps glowing like stars. It's past midnight, Christmas Eve 2025, and the air hums with carols, Silent Night, and the chatter of late-night shoppers. I'm here with Leora and Ezra, the letter in my pocket a heavy weight. After the creditor call, the house felt too small, so we came here, seeking something. Answers, maybe. But the festive cheer feels like a mask, hiding our cracks. We weave through stalls, the scent of hot cider mingling with pine. Ezra trails behind, his coat damp, eyes downcast. Leora's beside me, her nurse's poise fraying, her earlier guilt now a shadow I can't ignore. I want to ask about the letter, about Ezra, but the market's bustle drowns my thoughts. A vendor offers us digital holiday cards, 2025's flashy norm, but I wave him off. Leora, I start, my voice low, why didn't you tell me about Ezra's debt? The question's been burning since I heard her on the phone, her secrecy a wall between us. She stops by a stall, her breath clouding in the cold. Cal, her eyes dart to Ezra, then back to me, glistening. I hid it to protect you, she says, voice breaking. You were so stressed, always sacrificing for us. I couldn't let you carry his failure too. Shock hits me, sharp and cold. Protect me? Her words unravel everything, her silence, her distance. Protect me? I snap, louder than I mean. Heads turn, shoppers pausing. By lying? You let me think Ezra was fine, let me fight with him. The carols swell, mocking our discord. What about all those years I taught, you pulling away for work? Was that protecting me too? Her face crumples, guilt spilling out. I was gone too much, Cal, she says, trembling. During your teaching years, I left you with the kids, the bills. I felt like I failed you. When Ezra struggled, I thought, if I handled it, you wouldn't hurt. Her voice cracks, and empathy floods me. She wasn't neglecting me, she was carrying her own shame, trying to shield me from more pain. Leora, you should have told me, I say, softer now, but the hurt lingers. We're supposed to share this, not hide it. Shoppers stare, a child points, but I'm past caring. Ezra stands nearby, silent, his face a mask of regret. Did he know she did this for me? I thought I was helping, Leora whispers, tears falling. I'm sorry, Cal. Her hand brushes mine, but I pull back, the wound too fresh. The market's lights blur, the carol's a cruel backdrop to our fracture. I want to forgive her, to hold her, but the shock holds me back. Ezra shifts, his silence louder than words. The letter's apology flashes in my mind, "You're my hero, but here we are, broken." I need to talk to them, to face this truth, but the market's chaos and Leora's tears stop me. The snow keeps falling, and I'm caught, not sure if we can mend this. Humanistic reflection, I stand amid the market's glow, pondering compassion for Leora's mistake. Dialogue can heal our trust, but it's a hard road, and I hope we're strong enough to walk it. Can the family face the truth together, or will this fracture them further? The Camden house glows faintly, Christmas lights blinking behind frosted windows as snow stacks silently outside. It's well past midnight on Christmas Eve, 2025. The dining room is quiet, too quiet. The lobster stew's been reheated, the rolls reset, but the warmth feels artificial. The echoes from the market still cling to us, Leora's confession, Ezra's silence, and the weight of the letter in my pocket, his unsent apology, pressing heavier with every breath. Ellen and Tom Thompson sit with us, sensing the tension. The carols are off. Only the distant crash of waves and our uneasy breaths fill the air. I stand slowly at the head of the table. My hands are steady, but my chest tightens. Across from me, Ezra stares at his plate, snow still melting on his coat. Beside him, Leora looks pale, her eyes rimmed from tears. "No more pretending," I say, voice low but firm. "Ezra. Leora. I need the truth, about the debt, about what's been kept from me." The silence fractures. Ellen's fork pauses. Tom looks down. Ezra shifts. "Dad," he whispers. "I'm broke. The gallery didn't sell. I lied. I'm sorry, I didn't know how to tell you." I was ashamed. Relief, not anger, fills me. "Why didn't you come to me?" I ask gently. Ezra's eyes meet mine. "Because I didn't want to disappoint you. You always believed in me." His words echo the letter. "You're my hero." I turn to Leora. "And you?" She swallows. "I thought I was protecting you. You gave so much. I didn't want to add more." I nod slowly. "But we face things together." I sit. Ezra nods. Leora reaches for my hand, and I don't pull away. Ellen speaks softly. "That's family. Messy, but worth it." And for the first time in years, I believe that too. The Camden house is hushed, its Christmas lights a soft glow against the snow piling outside. It's near dawn, Christmas Eve 2025, and the living room feels like a crossroads. The dining room's battle, Ezra's debt confessed, Leora's secrecy bared, left us raw but closer. The family photo on the mantel, once ignored, now draws my eye, Ezra, Leora, me, smiling. I'm on the couch, the letter's apology, "You're my hero," heavy in my mind. But a truth dawns, and regret grips me. I've been blaming them, Ezra's anger, Leora's silence, but I'm not blameless. I pushed Ezra toward safe careers, stifling his art dreams. I ignored Leora's stress, her long nursing shifts, assuming she was fine. My sacrifices, nights grading papers, dreams deferred, were real, but so was my blindness. I wanted to protect them, but I hurt them, and the weight of that unacknowledged sacrifice crushes me. I'm no hero, not yet. Ezra's in the armchair, staring at the floor. Leora's by the window, her face tired but open. I stand, my voice steady. "Ezra, Leora, I'm sorry," I say, the words raw. "I pushed you too hard, Ezra, tried to make you someone you're not. Leora, I didn't see your stress, your guilt. I failed you both." The admission stings, but it's true, a twist I didn't see coming. Ezra looks up, eyes wide. "Dad, you mean that?" His voice is soft, hopeful. "I do," I say, meeting his gaze. "I wanted you safe, but I clipped your wings." I turn to Leora. "And you," I should have shared your load, not let you carry it alone. She nods, tears glistening, and hope sparks in me, fragile but real. Leora steps closer. Cal, we all messed up, she says, her hand finding mine. But we're here now. Ezra nods, a faint smile breaking through, and the photo seems to glow, urging us forward. I pull out my phone, fumbling with the smart home app to send Ezra a message, a simple "I'm proud of you." The screen's a maze, and I mutter, darn tech. Ezra laughs, a real laugh, and Leora chuckles. You're getting there, Cal, she says, and the lightness lifts us, a nod to my struggles with 2025's gadgets. The snow falls, the waves crash, and I feel the family shift, not whole but mending. I've owned my part, but full reconciliation, forgiving myself, them, is close, not here yet. The photo watches, and I cling to this hope, ready for one last step. Humanistic reflection, I stand, embracing self-forgiveness for my mistakes. My apology's a start, and I hope it rebuilds our trust, uniting us through shared accountability, like the family we once were. Will the family fully reconcile, or is one more step needed? Dawn breaks over Camden, the snow sparkling under Christmas morning's light. Our seaside home glows, its Christmas lights twinkling like promises kept. The living room's alive, the tree half-dressed with ornaments, locally crafted baubles glinting. The air smells of pine and coffee, the waves crash a gentle hum. After last night, Ezra's truth, Leora's apology, my own reckoning, we're here, together, ready to start anew. I'm by the tree, hanging a glass star, my hands steady. Ezra's beside me, untangling tinsel, his face softer than I've seen in years. Leora's sorting ornaments, her laugh bright as she finds a child's clumsy craft, Ezra's, from kindergarten. The family photo on the mantel smiles, no longer a ghost but a mirror of now. Joy fills me, warm as the coffee in my mug. Ezra, remember making this? Leora holds up the ornament, a lopsided snowman. He grins, sheepish. Yeah, Mom, a real Picasso, right? We laugh, the sound easy, real. Speaking of art, he says, I'm selling some pieces online. It'll cover the debt, get me started again. His voice lifts, and I nod, pride swelling. His burden's lifting, a weight we've all carried. That's my boy, I say, clapping his shoulder. You'll make it. He meets my eyes, and it's there, the trust we've rebuilt, honest and strong. Leora hands me a star. Your turn, Cal. I hang it high, our hands brushing, and she smiles, the guilt gone. We're okay, aren't we? She asks, voice soft. Better than okay, I say, pulling her close. Ezra joins us, tinsel in his hair, and we're a family again, not perfect but whole. The tree's nearly done, its lights warm, and I think of the letter, you're my hero, and last night's truths. We've faced the pain, and here we are, smiling. Let's sing, Ezra says, surprising me. He starts the first Noel, his voice rough but clear. Leora joins, her alto rich, and I add my baritone, our voices weaving like the tinsel. Noel, Noel, born is the king. The song's old, ours since Ezra was small, and it seals us, a promise of love. Tears prick my eyes, not from sadness but from this joy, this hope for tomorrow. The tree shines, complete, and I step back, seeing us reflected in its glow. I think of the long night, Ezra's shame, Leora's guilt, my blindness. We stumbled, but we talked, we forgave, and we're here. The photo watches, and I know we're enough, together. I turn to you, watching this story unfold. Families break, but they can mend. Share your story in the comments, how did you heal a rift? The snow falls, the waves sing, and I hold this moment, our Christmas reborn, full of hope for what's next. Humanistic reflection, I stand by our tree, cherishing this love. Reconciliation's our heart, and I hope you find it too, in your family, your community, through words and time. Our voices linger, the first Noel fading into Camden's snowy dawn, our Christmas tree aglow with love. Forgiveness healed us, Ezra's shame, Leora's guilt, my blindness, through honest dialogue, proving resilience mends broken bonds. Compassion, like our shared laughter, rebuilds what pain tore apart. Love always finds a way, even in life's darkest nights, just as it does for you, caring for family through time. Share your story of healing in the comments. Let's inspire hope together.